Hey everyone, hope you're doing okay. So I wanted to drop you a video today on something that really helped me as a coach and as an individual navigate the last few years. And I think this is really relevant based on everything that's going on in the news right now with potential lockdowns, the what ifs of what could happen that we don't know is going to happen, but we think it might. And I think inevitably what comes with this is a heightened sense of anxiety and fear that we will have our lives disrupted again, our routines will change, it will throw everything out of whack, we won't be able to see our loved ones, we won't be able to do all the things that we love doing. And I think it's really important at this time to go back to a concept that, again, I think really helped me and helped people I coach through the first and subsequent lockdowns. This is not something I've come up with, it's something that has been around for a long time. It's something called the sphere of control. Okay, so there's three kind of levels to the sphere. There's things that are out of your control, there's things that you have some influence over, and there's things that you have absolute control over. And I really think for simplicity's sake, it's really useful for us to just focus on the either end of the spectrum here, because the things in the middle of like we maybe have some influence over, they're kind of the grey area, and I want to keep this really black and white for the simplicity of the conversation and to help you take from this something which I hope is positive. So what ultimately is in your control? What is in your control is your mindset, your view of the world, your daily thoughts and behaviours, the food you eat, the drink you drink, the amount of steps or activity you choose to take in a day. And granted, if you've got family and a busy job and stuff like that, those things can have an influence, but still ultimately they're within your control. And that's it. Really, anything outside of that is beyond your control. And the point to get from this is that if it's beyond your control, spending time worrying about it is not going to change any of it. And I say this being a highly anxious person myself and someone who continually fights the battle of worrying about either what's happened in the past or what may happen in the future. But if I could give one bit of advice to everyone out there, is to really, at these times, focus inwards on the things you can control, and to really understand that the things you can control have a real impact on your overall physical and mental well-being. You know, you can definitely still have good control of your sleep, your stress, hydration, how much you move every day, the food you eat, and those things are going to be a large determining factor into how you're feeling day to day. The things that are beyond our control, i.e. what the government decides to do, what they mandate, what is around the corner for us in our jobs, in day-to-day life, is beyond our control completely. It's completely beyond our control. And again, being someone who's extremely high anxiety, prone to more controlling tendencies, accepting that is a hard thing to deal with. But if nothing else, the last few years, I think we've all seen that and have had to kind of take that lesson on board. And now when we're faced with this again, just kind of focus inwards. That's what I would say to you. And secondly, understand that whatever problem is now ahead of us will again pass. As the other periods of lockdown and isolation came and went, so will this, and life will go on. And I think it's really easy to just see that impending thing as being the biggest thing in the world, and whilst none of us want it to happen, it's worth gaining perspective and reflecting upon the last couple of years and understanding that they were pretty poo, but we can make the other side of it, and that will happen again. And you have a conscious choice to make as we go into this period of anxiety and tension. You have the ability to keep control, thrive through it, and come out the other side of it ready to crack on with your life. Or you can succumb to it and kind of let it overcome you and almost paralyze you into making poor decisions for your own physical and mental well-being. But you don't need to allow that to happen. You can make a choice, you can keep pushing forward, and you can maintain your positive kind of mental and physical well-being through this. I hope that's not doom and gloom, and I hope it makes sense to some of you, and I hope it helps some of you kind of navigate this time and to focus in on what matters most and what you can control, and really just to try and ignore the noise and forget the stuff which you can't control. With that being said, it isn't to say we shouldn't be mindful of it, but awareness should not create anxiety. Awareness is acknowledgement of it. That shouldn't create fear around what could happen, because even when it does happen, you're just presented with the situation that is in front of you, and generally what I believe is that that situation is never as bad as what we envisage it to be in our heads anyway. If you need any help or support at this time going through this period of high anxiety or stress, I'm more than happy to jump on a call with anyone. You don't have to be a member of the gym, you don't have to be any connection to our circle or anything like that, but if you want to talk to me as a coach or just someone to listen, then I'll be more than happy to help you. Thanks for your time, take care, stay safe, see you soon.